Hello students, in this video we will discuss about the antibiotics. What is the antibiotic, what are the types of the antibiotics, what are the uses of these antibiotics and how it was discovered by which scientist. Okay? So antibiotics means it is nothing but a carbon compound which is obtained from some bacteria and the fungi, and that is to destroy the harmful microbes or to prevent the growth of the harmful microbes. So this carbon compound is known as the antibiotics. Biotics means the living things, and anti means which is used against that specific microbes. Okay, harmful microbes. So that is known as the antibiotics. So it is the carbon compound which is obtained from the some microorganism, useful microorganism like bacteria or the fungi to destroy the or to kill the harmful microbes or to prevent the growth of the harmful microbes. They are known as the antibiotics. So antibiotics are generally used against the bacteria. Used against the bacteria. So whatever the harmful bacteria are there, due to that it causes the harmful disorders, diseases. So to kill that microorganism, harmful bacteria, the antibiotics are useful. But some antibiotics are also kills the protozoa also. Some are the wide varied number of the antibiotics can be useful for the same diseases. So these are known as, or these are discovered in the 20th century. The antibiotics are discovered in the 20th century, and it was a great invention actually in the field of the medicine to discover the antibiotics which kills the harmful microorganism. And due to the use of this antibiotic, the harmful diseases in that period, that is the tuberculosis like diseases, TB like diseases, can be cured with the help of these antibiotics. Okay, so there are the two types of the antibiotics. One is the broad spectrum and another one that is a narrow spectrum. These are the two kinds of the antibiotics. There is the broad spectrum antibiotics and the narrow spectrum antibiotics. Okay? So what is the meaning of the broad spectrum antibiotic? So sometimes what happens, the pathogen of the diseases. Pathogen means what? The disease causing microorganism. So the pathogen of the diseases cannot be identified, cannot be verified surely, but the symptoms of the diseases are clearly seen. In such a case, the doctor uses the broad spectrum antibiotics. Clear? Hai? Means pathogen are not clearly seen or clearly indicated or assigned, but the symptoms of that diseases are clearly seen. Clear? So in such a case, the doctor uses the broad spectrum antibiotics. Next one, that is a narrow spectrum, means the pathogen disease producing microorganism is clearly known. So in such a case, pathogen is known and broad spectrum means unknown pathogen. Clear? Pathogen is clearly known in narrow spectrum antibiotics, so that doctor can be use specific antibiotic for the specific type of the diseases as the pathogen is clearly known. Okay, so these are the two types of the antibiotics, that is broad spectrum antibiotics and the narrow spectrum antibiotics. Okay, so what are the example of the broad spectrum antibiotics? That is the amphotericin. Number of the example are given in your textbook also. Amphotericin is that, then Zithromax is that, Cipro. Okay, number of the antibiotics are given just like a next one, that is the amoxicillin is that. So these are the broad spectrum antibiotics in which the doctor. Okay. So these are the some examples of the broad spectrum antibiotics. That is amphoxicillin is that, amoxicillin is that, zithromax. Then the tetracycline is that, cipro is that. These are the broad spectrum antibiotics. Okay. Next one, there is the narrow spectrum antibiotics where the pathogen is clearly known to the doctor. So what are the antibiotics are that? That is the Ziprax is there. Then erythromycin is. Thrombosin is that. Next one, that is the erythromycin is over. Next example is given in your textbook. That is the most popular penicillin. Okay, so these are the example of some narrow spectrum antibiotics. Ziprax, that is erythromycin is that, thrombosin, ofloxacin, penicillin. So these are the number of the narrow spectrum antibiotics. Okay, so this is the antibiotic which is used against generally bacteria, and some kind of the antibiotics can be kill the protozoa also. Okay, so these are about the antibiotic. So in our syllabus, a popular antibiotics is given, that is the penicillin. So what is the discovery of that antibiotics? Let's we study about it. Penicillin, most popular antibiotics which can be used against the common cold, cough, then skin infection or fungus infection or bacterial infection in throat, nose, then ear. Okay, common cold, cough, again pneumonia like diseases, again some diseases like throat infection. So in such a diseases, number of the diseases, scarlet fever, the fever which can be, that is a red cough जिसे हम बोलते हैं, and due to that reddish color के जो rashes हैं वो भी means बच्चों के, that is 9 to 15 years के between, whatever the girls and boys are there, on that body these red rashes are observed, that is known as the scarlet fever. So this type of the diseases can be cured by using these antibiotics is known as the penicillin. Okay, so it is a group of the of antibiotic obtained from fungus, that is penicillin. Okay, so it is and penicillin is nothing but a group of the antibiotics which is obtained from a fungus, actually, that is the penicillin. So it is discovered by Sir Alexander Fleming in 1928. Okay, that is the date is given on 3rd September 1928. It was discovered, first antibiotic. It was discovered by the Sir Alexander Fleming, a great microbiologist. Okay, so during the study of the some special type of the bacteria, that is a Staphylococci. Staphylococci. So when Sir Alexander Fleming made his discovery, at that time he studied the culture of this Staphylococci. So in the laboratory, actually. So what is the culture? What is the meaning of the culture? Microbiological culture means what? That is, the culture is nothing but the reproducing of the organism in the laboratory in a specific condition by maintaining the temperature, other by maintaining the that is the what medium, there is a water medium is that a number of kinds of the agar gel, different kinds of the medium are required for the reproducing of this microorganism. So to maintain that condition artificially in the laboratory, so by using some we can say that the measures, by using some precautions, using some different kinds of the instruments, so they are maintaining this temperature and these conditions artificially and producing the bacteria, producing the fungus. Okay, so this is known as the culture. So when the Sir Alexander Fleming discovered the penicillin, at that time he was studied the Staphylococcus, culturing the Staphylococcus in a petri dish. So in one petri dish, he observed that, suppose this is known as the petri dish. So in one petri dish, he observed that the fungi colony near the some bacteria is get cleared. मतलब जो बैक्टीरिया था उसके आजू बाजू का जो एटमॉस्फेयर था, उसके आजू बाजू का जो सराउंडिंग था, it was totally get cleared. So after the study he made the conclusion that these are nothing but the penicillin bacteria which is or penicillin fungus, one kind of the fungus which secrete the material, and through that secretion whatever the fungus colony which are surrounded it can be dead automatically, or will be destroyed by using the secretion or by whatever the secreted material by the penicillin bacteria. Okay? So from that, actually from the fungus, whatever the other colonies of the fungus are there, it get totally destroyed. Okay, and at that time, accidentally during the culturing of this Staphylococcus bacteria, there is the invention of the penicillin, that is the first antibiotic. Okay, so it was discovered by the Sir Alexander Fleming in 1928. Okay, so it is about the penicillin. So penicillin can be used against some of the Staphylococcus, this bacteria. Again, another that is a Staphylococcus. So these are Streptococcus bacteria is that, fungus is that. So in number of kinds of the to cure the diseases, this kind of the penicillium fungi, it can be useful. Okay? So this is about the penicillin. But which precaution we should take during the intake of the antibiotics? So without the prescription of the doctor, don't intake or don't take the antibiotics as per our own suggestion. Okay? So if the doctor prescribe the specific antibiotics, that means it will be it will be useful for your body. It will be, it doesn't create any side effect on your body. Okay? So as per the prescription of the doctor, you have to take the or intake the antibiotics. Okay? Again, whatever the course is that, doctor prescribes us the 5 days course, 10 days course. So after the 2 to 3 days, that means we feels relaxed or we feels okay also. So in such a condition, don't discontinue the course. We have to complete the course. So at the completion of the course, our immunity power will be increases, and whatever the bacterial infection is that, viral infection is that, fungus infection is that, it will be clearly damaged or destroyed from the body. So completion of the course is most important. Intake of the antibiotics in under the supervision of the doctor only, or as per the prescription of the doctor. Then some antibiotics don't take our own idea. मतलब अगर एक एंटीबायोटिक हमें सूट करता है, फॉर एग्जांपल एनी काइंड ऑफ द एंटीबायोटिक इफ यू यूज लाइक डिस्प्रिन इज दैट फॉर द जब हेड पेन होने लगता है तो हम जनरली डिस्प्रिन या अनदर एंटीबायोटिक हम प्रेफर करते हैं, बट डोंट गिव एनी एडवाइस टू द अदर योर कलीग्स और योर फ्रेंड्स टू यूज द सेम एंटीबायोटिक्स, बिकॉज द reaction of the antibiotics or nature of everybody has a different, so that reaction on the body, it can be a dangerous to the another one also. It can be suit yourself, but that doesn't mean it can be suited to the everyone. That's why don't give any advice to the other your colleague to use the same antibiotic. So without the prescription of the by the doctor, don't take the antibiotics. Okay? So this is about the antibiotics, that is a useful bacterium or the group of the which is obtained from the fungus actually. So these are the useful fungi that is we have studied. Yeast is one of the fungi. Then from that Saccharomyces we have studied, number of the fungus we have studied. So penicillin again, which is obtained from the fungi, that is the penicillium. So these are the useful fungi which are useful for the number of the diseases also, number of the processes also. Okay, so this is the end of the today's topic. I hope you have enjoyed the session. If you have any doubts related to these two topics, then you can ask me. Okay, तब तक के लिए bye bye.